Introduction. When is the best time to begin prevention of childhood disease? Many months before conception. In what type of environment do disease germs live and thrive within the body, within the human body? Weak, wasting away cells, mucus, and toxic conditions. How can we ensure healthy future generations? Have a good, strong body in the beginning. Prepare the parent to be to live for abundant health by following the mucusless diet, using special foods and holistic procedures so as to be able to have healthy reproduction. Chapter 1. What is an excellent herbal food for expectant mothers? Red raspberry leaf tea. Chapter 1. Health for prospective parents. What is an excellent herbal food for expectant mothers? Red raspberry leaf tea. How should this food be prepared? 1 heaping teaspoon of red raspberry leaves per cup of hot steam distilled water, or 1 ounce, 2 tablespoons to each pint of water. Pour boiling water over the herbs, cover, and then steep 15 to 20 minutes in a warm place. Strain and drink. What is the recommended dosage of red raspberry leaf tea during pregnancy? 3 or more cups daily during the entire pregnancy. Which vitamins and minerals are present in red raspberry leaf? Alpha carotene, alpha tocopherol, manganese, niacin, ascorbic acid, pectin, boron, phosphorus, calcium, potassium, chromium, riboflavin, fiber, selenium, iron, silicon, magnesium, thiamine, malic acid, and zinc. Is red raspberry tea useful in allaying nausea during the early months of pregnancy? Yes. Why is red raspberry leaf an invaluable aid to women? Great agent for cleansing a canker condition of the mucous membranes in the alimentary tract, leaving the tissue toned in leaving the tissue toned. In pregnancy, the infusion, when taken regularly, will quiet inappropriate premature pains and produce safe, speedy, and easy delivery. Raspberry leaves stimulate and tone. Raspberry leaves stimulate, tone, and regulate. Both the leaves and fruit are high in citrate of iron, which is the active alterative blood-making astringent and contractive agent for the reproductive area before and during childbearing. Assisting contractions and checking hemorrhage during labor, relieving after pains, then strengthening, cleansing, and enriching the milk of the mother in the post-delivery period. This tea is a valuable and effective agent for female menstrual problems, decreasing the menstrual flow without stopping it abruptly. Red raspberry leaves are soothing and toning to the stomach and bowels, with healing action to sore mouths, sore throats, nausea, aphtha, stomatitis, diabetes, diarrhea, and dysentery. They are especially valuable in stomach and bowel complaints of children. What are some of the other medicinal uses of red raspberry leaf? Constipation, nausea, diarrhea, dysentery, diabetes, pregnancy, uterine hemorrhage, parturition, uterine cramps, labor pains, cholera infantum, leukorrhea, prolapsus uterus, prolapsed anus, hemorrhoids, dyspepsia, vomiting, colds, fevers, intestinal flu, bowel complaints, thrush, relaxed sore throat, ophthalmia, sore mouth, sore throat, spongy gums, ulcers, wounds, gonorrhea. Discuss the difference in action between herbs and inorganic drugs in the human body. The human body is computerized to a point that it will take from an herbal formula such as the different types of estrogens and hormones it needs and easily discard the ones not used. The herbs cannot only be accepted into the body, but assimilated when needed and eliminated when not required. Many of the inorganic drugs can be accepted into the body, but assimilated only small amounts. The rest of the prescription being inorganic and of a low vibration cannot be eliminated with ease and lies in weakened areas accumulating to cause side effects and after effects as time progresses. Which herbs comprise the female reproductive formula and when is its use indicated? Golden seal root, blessed thistle, cayenne, cramp bark, false unicorn root, ginger, red raspberry leaves, squaw vine, and uva ursi. Used during the entire time of pregnancy and allow before and also before and following. Which herbs compose the formula for hormone and estrogen equalization? Black cohosh, sarsaparilla, ginseng, blessed thistle, licorice root, false unicorn root, and squaw vine. When might this formula be used? Aid, it's an aid to youth going into puberty, for expectant mothers, as well as for women at the time of menopause. When should the slant board routine be indicated? It's an aid in prolapsed uterus, bowel, or other organs to assist in giving relief. What is the formula name for the vaginal or rectal bolus? List each herb. It's called a herbal bolus. Oat bark, mullein herb, yellow dock root, walnut bark or leaves, comfrey root, lobelia, and marshmallow root. In which common female complaints is the above formula indicated? Yeast infection, herpes simplex. How can the prospective father prepare his condition of a healthy offspring? Father to be can use the slant board routine following the rectal bolus at night. Allow the prostate combination, along with the prostate combination, proper mucusless diet, and reproductive organ rebuilding herbs. How can the prospective father prepare his conception of a healthy offspring? Father to be can use the slant board routine following the rectal bolus at night, along with the prostate combination, proper mucusless diet, and reproductive organ rebuilding herbs. What is a common cause of miscarriage? Weakened conditions of the reproductive organs. What is the main use for the false unicorn and lobelia formula and the suggested dosage? Anti-miscarriage. How can the above formula be beneficial if the fetus were already dead? It helps dead fetus to be aborted with ease. Which herbs are used in the birth prep formula, and when should this formula be used? Black cohosh and pennyroyal, 5 to 6 weeks before delivery time. Is the 3-day cleanse recommended during pregnancy? If so, how often? Yes, once each month during pregnancy as well as later during time of lactation. Which herbs are used in the herbal calcium formula? Horsetail grass, comfrey, now replaced with nettle, oat straw, lobelia. What causes calcium deficiency in the human body? The use of processed foods, which have been robbed of much of the calcium they originally had. The use of much inorganic sugars and starches. The starches turn to sugars. This sugar leaches out the calcium from the body of the mother, and the fetus is also drawing on the mother's calcium for self-preservation. By what amazing process is the silica in the horsetail grass converted to calcium in the human body? Through biological transmutation into assimilable calcium. What are some of the maladies that can be corrected by the ingestion of the calcium formula? Varicose veins, loss of teeth, Charlie horses or cramps, and muscle weakness. Why is the mother's milk like a daily blood transfusion for the baby? Because the milk is pure blood with only the red corpuscles eliminated. The baby makes its own red corpuscles. Until what age does Dr. Christopher recommend that the mother nurse her child? Twice the pregnancy time, 18 months. Is mother's milk acid or alkaline? It's alkaline. Discuss the importance of nursing a child. The milk is clean and practically free from bacteria. Breast milk provides the baby immune cells from the mother that coincide with the baby's environment. The proteins in breast milk are easy for the baby to digest. Breastfed babies are less likely to develop ear infections and respiratory problems. Breastfeeding helps the mother lose weight and helps return the mother's uterus to its normal shape more quickly. Nursing is also a natural contraceptive in over 90% of the cases, providing you nurse more than 8 times a day. Mothers who breastfeed are less likely to develop osteoporosis as well as breast cancer later in life. Recent studies show that babies are born without friendly flora but acquire it through the mother's breast milk. Nursing imparts a greater sense of caring, security, and trust in the child. When do child's gastric juices begin to flow? What significance does this process have regarding his assimilation of food? When do a child's gastric juices begin to flow? What significance does this process have regarding his assimilation of food? At approximately 18 months, when it cuts its eye and stomach teeth, it is the sign of time for weaning, the signal that the child's gastric juices have started to flow. Up to this time, the baby needed a pre-digested food because without gastric juices, it could not digest proteins and starches. Cramming cereals and chopped meat into an infant's mouth is stuffing sickness into the baby, which will come out later as childhood and adult diseases. What is Dr. Ellis's view concerning milk and cheese in the diet? Milk and milk products are harmful to many people, both adults and infants. Milk is a contributing factor in constipation, chronic fatigue, arthritis, headaches, muscle cramps, obesity, allergies, and heart problems. Does Dr. Ellis does not blame cholesterol, but xanthine oxidase, an enzyme in homogenized milk, excess calories, styramine, a protein in cheese that causes headaches, and poor absorption. He blames especially the latter as milk neutralizes the hydrochloric acid necessary to digest food and creates excess mucus, which inhibits absorption. Once again, milk neutralizes the hydrochloric acid necessary to digest food and creates excess mucus, which inhibits absorption. What is the cause of tooth crowding and how can this discomfort be prevented? Crowding teeth result from calcium deficiency, starting with the mother and father. His seed passes on down his weaknesses also. Chapter 2. Treating illness in children. Do natural healing therapies have side effects or after effects? No. Why is an excess of mucus detrimental to the body? This accumulates layer upon layer, like one layer of wallpaper glued onto another. The dead inorganic mucus is glue or paste. Mucus is the cause of over 90% of all diseases. What is a wholesome food? Healthy, whole, entireness, totality, completeness with the life therein, as in its original state. This rules out processing and man's interference with food's original wholesomeness by altering it to excite the taste buds. Which foods will give us the amount of mucus necessary for the proper lubrication of the mucous membranes? Fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds. What do the scriptures say about the use of herbs? Ezekiel says, for medicine. Which three categories of herbs are never used in the holistic program? Poisonous, toxic, or habit forming? How may a diseased body be renewed? By restoring and revitalizing damaged, abnormally functioning organs or body area using recommended holistic procedures. Briefly discuss what is meant by the holistic healing program. Procedures that will restore and revitalize any part of the human body. Often malnutrition leads to cell deterioration or accidents may cause direct bodily damage. Organs or other areas of the body is surgically removed thwarts even the holistic approach to healing. At that point, only a miracle will restore the body. The School of Natural Healing teaches that the body may be renewed when we treat the cause of malfunction and not simply alleviate its effects. The body may be renewed when we treat the cause of malfunction and not simply alleviate its effects. What damage is done by the administration of a medication that will suppress the symptoms of an illness? They have gone against nature's procedures for cleaning the toxins out of the body. Harmful conditions remain in the body, which may give the trouble even many years later. Why is steam distilled water a far superior drink for our bodies than tap water, spring water, well water, or any other naturally mineralized hard water? Distilled water flushes the minerals and inorganic salts that cause sickness out of the body. It has live organic minerals that can be assimilated into cell structure. The other waters have low vibrating inorganic minerals that are only accepted into the body and cannot be assimilated. Why is steam distilled water a far superior drink for our bodies than tap water, spring water, well water, or any other naturally mineralized hard water? Again, distilled water flushes the minerals and inorganic salts that cause sickness out of the body. It has live organic minerals that can be assimilated into cell structure. The other waters have low vibrating inorganic minerals that are only accepted into the body and cannot be assimilated. Why are fruit and vegetable juices beneficial? Fruit juice is a good food for organic minerals and salts from the earth that can be assimilated to build the body. What is the common cause of childhood illnesses? What is the common cause of most childhood illnesses? Constipation. What are the most common symptoms of childhood illnesses? Fever and skin eruptions. End of Introduction, Chapter 1 and Chapter